Hello and good morning. I'm Candela Jimenez, and today I want to explain the lesson background. And first, teachers' names are Sandra Morales and me, Candela Jimenez. Class name is English for Intermediate. Room is B2, and date is September 30, 2021. And lesson start time is 10:30 a.m. Length of lesson is 60 minutes and the second. Okay, teaching point. In this part is grammar. Okay, giving adverbs and warnings using the correct use of collocations. The collocation with have, take, and make. Okay. Um, target languages items. Okay, there is um this verb like come early, go straight, save energy. There is a little example. Is she has a black eye because of a violent boyfriend. Okay, it's simple. Um, okay, main lesson aims. In this part, by the end of the lesson, learners will be better able to correctly use collocations, form sentences using collocations correctly. Okay, evidence. Evidence. In this part, students will be able to respond in drills and in reading exercise. Students will be able to invent sentences using the correct collocations. Next, person goals. Okay. In this part, I try to explain as clearly as possible so that my student can understand what I am telling them. I try to make the classes more dynamic so that the students don't get bored. Okay, the next class profile. There are 33 students, young adults, and 17 females and 16 males. The class is an intermediate group, okay? So Perla has more problems in grammar than the others. And sorry. The class works well together and usually participates actively, though some are quiet. Okay, Catalina gets as easily distracted and can waste other time. The next timetable fit. Okay, in this part, students have been practicing the collocations and even doing exercise to better practice their knowledge. Okay, next assumptions. Okay, here students can recognize the collocations and implement new vocabulary to make sentences. They can also gradually create sentences from the collocations with verbs. Okay, next, predicted problems. Okay, in this part, there's a little confusion in the use of verbs in collocations, like come, go, save, keep, etc. And mixing verbs with verbs. Sorry, and context use of everyday vocabulary in the creation of sentences to familiarize the language with daily activities. And finally, materials used. Okay, in this part is all materials. Okay, for example, list of verbs, list of exercise for the classroom, and worksheet. Okay, that's all.
Hi everyone, my name is Sandra Morales de la Cruz. In this moment, I'm explaining to the lesson procedure for English class level 4 and intermediate. And the first stage is the procedure. In this case, I, as as teacher, explain on the board what collocation are and their grammatical structure and their uses. And well, I show example for the class. In the task for the student should write and down and identify the function of the topic. Maybe answer question asked by the teacher. In this case, me asked the rest of the class, and for example, where is the collocation? And a student answer me, what is the collocation for he or for she? In the interaction is for teacher and student. Is the, the teacher and the students working here. The aims for this stage is learners will understand the topic and can put it into practice in this situation. The objective in this stage is that the learner meet the collocation and what is the signified and what is the signifier, and so in this uses this for any situation. In the second stage, give each learner a worksheet and explain the instruction in this exercise. I, as teacher, give each learner a worksheet for the student work in this activity. The learners will answer each exercise according to the instructions. For example, I, as teacher, give an exercise for the class, and the instruction maybe are the complete the next text for with with the collocation in the box. So the students answer the exercise according to instruction that I say. This interaction is for the teacher and students, and the aims for this is identify each of collocation in academic and daily life text. The student need meet the very collocation and the most collocation. In this case, I teach the collocation with use with make, have, and take. For the third stage, the procedure is must provide a list of the most used collocation with make, have, and take in the English language, of course. In this case, I proportionate to learners a list of the most common collocation used in English. Yes, according to make, have, and take. Okay. The learners practice the list of collocation and, well, practice the pronunciation. In this case, me as teacher, I need teach the correct pronunciation. For example, if Juanito isn't the pronunciation and he pronounce have with have, I need correct I need teach the correct pronunciation. In this case, have. I need teach have. I need I need the correct pronunciation for my learners. This interaction is in the teachers and students. The aims learners should know the most used collocation with have, make, and take in the English language, of course. In the first stage is me as teacher. Explain the instruction for creating a dialogue using collocation. Great teams of 3 people. I as teacher, I need create very small groups that the 3 people maybe, for example. And so this person need work in this activity that is create a dialogue. The students create a dialogue using a meaning of 15 collocations. In this case, this student or my students need create a teams of 3 people. This is for example. And this interaction is for the teacher and students in the rest of the class. The objective for this is learner must learn to use collocation correctly. And now the most used collocation we have, make, and take. For this activity is necessary 15 minutes. And the last stage, in the number 5, me as teacher give the conclusion and say the instruction for the next class. In this case, I explain what is the collocation and what is the uses. And well, the pronunciation if the student have any question, I answer your question and for the student. The student note of instruction for the next class. In this case, homework. I as teacher, I say the instruction for the next class, and the student need take a note. The interaction for this is the teacher and student. And the objective or the aims is the learners need to have clear the topic for the student, because this is important subject for learn English and for the diagnostic test or exam. And the diagnostic test or exam is an evidence that the learners have cleared the topic. And this is all for lesson procedure. This is for my class of English 4th, the level intermediate. Well, this is all my explain, and this is all my activities for this class. Is one class, and this is the plan procedure plan. Sorry, and so the learners need meet what is collocation, what collocation are. Sorry. So thank you.